Welcome to our program. Today our special guest is Klaudia Adamiec. Klaudia, could you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Klaudia Adamiec. I'm a personal trainer and a fitness instructor, and I live in Aarhus. And I've been doing fitness for about 4 years now.
Tell us your story.
It started with me going for my internship to Greece, where I had lots of very good food and I gained 7 or 8 kilograms. And then I came back to Denmark, and I really didn't like the person that I saw in the mirror. I was very unhappy with the way my body looked. I was devastated that my clothes wouldn't fit me anymore, and I really lost the confidence that I once had. And I slowly started going to the gym. I started running a little bit outside, like taking small steps. I was never the fitness or sport person. It's crazy because my mom would never force me to go to the physical education classes in school. I hated sports. So it's very interesting that, something like another factor actually convinced me or pushed me to start training. And then I started going to classes at Fitness World in Aarhus, where I had my favorite instructors, I had my favorite classes. I knew exactly that Mondays at 5 I'm going to this class and Tuesdays at 6 there. So it was like a fixed schedule for me, and at some point it actually got very boring because I knew the instructors, I knew the classes, everything was the same. Even the music they were using was the same. So one day I was just, doing some push-ups, looking at the instructor, and I'm like, that could be me actually. So I decided to take my first Stramop course for these classes at Fitness World, and that was, I would say, 4 or 5 years ago. I don't even remember. Yeah, so that's how it started actually, with me gaining weight and not feeling good about it, and just decided to do something.
And there is always a good time to start doing something. And now we are just like 1 month before summer holidays, and I know that you are running this camp that you can challenge yourself. Can you tell us what the girls can do if they were like lazy the whole last year, and now the summer is coming? We all want to look good in a bikini. What can you do in 30 days?
Well, unfortunately, there's no best cure that you can, just keep on doing something for 30 days and then all of a sudden you wake up one day with a six-pack. So unfortunately, that's not how it works, but there are many ways how you can start taking care of your body. And the weather is getting way better. So I would definitely encourage everyone to start going outside and, trying to combine enjoying the sun and at the same time doing some workouts, running, maybe doing some yoga outside, to watching some videos. I'm actually running this 21 Days to Summer program that I'm actually doing on Facebook. It's free of charge, where people can attend. It's like an event that I created on Facebook, and every day I'll be posting a video, like 20 to 30 minutes of a workout that you can do without any equipment. You can just do it quickly at home or outside. You don't even need a gym or any extra equipment to do it. So there's plenty of exercises that you can do just with your own body.
Yes, and tell us also the story, because before you become a fitness trainer, you were working in corporation. Why did this change, and what your parents say about it?
When I came to Denmark, I came to study, and I graduated from sales and marketing. But halfway through my school, I realized that marketing is not really what I thought it was about. But coming from Poland, you have to have this certain standard of your life where you get a good education, get a good job, and so I was, there was this seed planted in my head that I need to finish that education, otherwise my parents are not going to be proud of me. So I pushed through 3.5 years. I got the paper. I'm like, whew, all right, now I'm done. Let me find a good job. I had like 3 different office jobs before I started my fitness journey. And my last job was in a very big corporation, where I had a job in the project management office. And I really wasn't happy about the job. First of all, it was very far. It was 100 kilometers away from where I lived. So I had to drive back and forth. And I simply didn't enjoy the tasks. I didn't enjoy my position. It was like I was just I don't know, kind of destroying myself sitting there. Every time I sat in that office, I felt like I'm wasting my life, I'm wasting my time. And if you think about, 8.5 hours a day in the office plus 2.5 hours of driving, that is 10 hours a day, and times 5, that is more than half of your life. And one day I came home and I already had the fitness thing going on the side. I was teaching classes in the evenings and weekends. And then one day I just came home and I was exhausted. I started complaining to my boyfriend that I'm tired and I hate my job and I hate the driving and I'm just like so fed up with everything, And he's like, why don't you quit? And I'm like, quit and do what? And he's like, and just work with fitness. And I'm like, no, you're crazy. I can't quit a very good job at a very good company just to do fitness. Like, what are my parents going to think? Like quitting a job to work at a gym. Like, how does that even sound? And then he's like, but you hate your work, you hate your life right now. You don't have any free time for yourself, for me, for friends. You're always at work or driving or at the gym. So why don't you make a change and do something that you actually really, really like? And at first I was like, no, you're crazy. This is impossible. Also, like, my boyfriend just went back to school, so I'm like, financially this is impossible. I can't just imagine my life, just like living off fitness. But it took me one day. I slept on it. I woke up the next day and I'm like, all right, let me do it. I went back to work. I wrote my letter of resignation, and the funny thing, when I was about to send it, you get these stomach pains and your heart starts beating and you start shaking, like, am I really doing the right thing? I took one night to take a decision. But then LinkedIn sends these newsletters every now and then. And that was a moment when I got a LinkedIn newsletter. I was so close of pressing the enter button or the X button, either to close the message or to send the message. And then my phone vibrated and I checked it. And that was a newsletter from LinkedIn saying, hi, Klaudia, there is 633 job opportunities in your area. And I was like, all right, that is the sign. If it's not my corporate job, if it's not fitness, then there's 600 and something job opportunities in my area, so I'm just going to find something else. So I did that, and then I called my mom to tell her that I'm quitting the very good job that I had at that time, and she's like, oh my God, thank you, thank God, this is one of the best decisions that you've taken, because you've been so unhappy and so tired all the time. So I'm really, really supportive, and
you didn't expect this?
Not at all. And then I was afraid of her telling my dad, but my dad's reaction was the exact same reaction that my mom gave me. So they were both very happy and proud of me.
And are you happy from this change, from the perspective? What do you think? Was it a good or bad decision?
Taking that decision, right now it seems very easy, because I took a decision over one night. But when I think about the past 1.5 years, there has been so many ups and downs. There has been hard days where you work like crazy, you work with clients, you work with people, you try to help them get their goals, you stop eating healthy at some point because you keep on working all the time, and then you're like, okay, I'm a personal trainer, I need to get back on my on track and eat healthy again and find time for my own training. And there has been just so many ups and downs. But if I had to go back and take the decision once again, I would so do it again, because I feel like being self-employed for 1.5 years has taught me way more than I've ever learned at school or for 4 years working at these other 3 companies. So it's been an amazing journey, and you just keep on learning every day. It's either something about yourself, something about other people, something it's just incredible.
And what is your advice for other people that are standing in this position, that maybe they should change something in their life? What is your advice? How they should do this?
I think you should really follow your heart. And if you just stand in the middle of like, should I follow my passion or should I keep my job? I have like 3 kids at home and I'm a single mother. Like, what should I do? I really want to go and design my clothes and start selling them, but I have these 3 kids at home to feed, you know? I think first follow your heart, but sometimes you might have these other reasons why you can't do it right away. So try to use all the free times that you have to actually, do something about your passion, your hobby. Try, I don't know, if it's like fashion, try sewing clothes in your free time, in the evening, in the weekends, try to see whether you have clients or whether you have people interested in what you're doing. Or just simply write a list of pros and cons, like, okay, what am I gonna gain from following my passion? What am I gonna gain from staying at what I'm staying right now? But I think following your heart, trying to do something before you actually quit your other life, try to combine and see how you can, still make a living and feed your kids, but at the same time be happy with your life and with what you're doing, because if you have 3 kids at home and they see a miserable and an unhappy mom trying to make a living but not really being happy with her life, then what example are you really setting for your kids?
Beautiful. So follow your heart, and if you want to lose some gain or get in shape, you can always contact Klaudia.
Yes.
We have here a link to Klaudia's. Please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks.